Hi, I'm going to give a high-level overview of Paradox, Becrypt's security-focused operating system. Paradox is designed for accessing cloud and online services, so that might be VDI or web-based applications within public or private cloud, but designed for organizations that need an enhanced level of security. Organizations that have endpoint devices and systems that they simply can't afford to have compromised, whether that's for privileged remote access, supply chain security, or basic corporate ransomware protection. Paradox was developed in collaboration with UK government and it's been accredited for use in sensitive government environments. But importantly, it's been designed to minimise the cost of ownership of endpoint devices and ensure that user experience is optimised. So where these requirements come together, it's difficult for organisations that face elevated cyber threat, or even those concerned about the risks of commodity ransomware attacks, to justify the use of a more vulnerable general-purpose operating system or standard thin client when purely accessing online applications. The principles behind Paradox align with detect, defend and manage from both an operational and a security perspective. Detect relates to knowing that an endpoint device is in a known good state. Through using cryptographic signatures of all software, Paradox provides a high degree of assurance that no malware is present. Defend relates to ensuring that a device is not susceptible to common exploits, but can also provide robust protection against more advanced and targeted attacks. Management relates to providing simplified enterprise policy, user and patch management to reduce total cost of ownership. Delving into a bit more detail. For Detect, Paradox implements device health measurements using a standard secure boot process, which is then followed by measurements of all system and application software before execution. This cryptographic measurement of all software is unique to Paradox. Secure boot is a common technology today. However, Paradox health measurements extended to all system and application software components. This allows Paradox to not just confirm the health of the early boot and operating system components, but all device software including third-party drivers and applications. Everything that executes when a device is started is known to be in a healthy state, unmodified by malware, with measurements that are cryptographically enforced with a hardware root of trust. Additionally, device health measurements can be used as part of a remote attestation protocol within zero-trust architectures. This allows access to online services to be dependent on the confidence in both the identity and the integrity of endpoint devices, whether these are an organization's own devices or those of collaborating organizations within the supply chain. Defend is about ensuring that Paradox is not susceptible to commodity attacks and has an architecture that provides robust defense against more targeted attacks. This is achieved partly by reducing the attack surface. Paradox is a stripped-down operating system with much of the code present in general-purpose operating systems that can introduce vulnerabilities removed. Paradox uses a read-only system partition, so if there is a targeted attack, the adversary can't use the device storage itself to gain a foothold. System write protections and system call monitoring provide additional protection against modification and persistence. Additionally, Paradox uses secure and controlled application and user models with statically defined permissions and removal of standard user and root credentials to prevent applications gaining elevated privileges as part of an attack. The relevance of the defense-in-depth architecture that results from the range of security controls within Paradox may be illustrated by using the MITRE ATT&CK framework. With Paradox, security objectives align particularly with the first 5 adversary tactics, that is to gain access, execute, persist, elevate and evade. For example, with a typical attack sequence, if a bad attachment or a bad URL is accessed by a user that might attempt to execute malicious code or modify an existing system binary, followed by attempted privilege escalation. The user model and the applications model within Paradox prevents both of those from occurring through normal means. As additional lines of defense, the read-only system inhibits attempts at persistence. And lastly, application signatures mean that any modification to software would be detected. In terms of management, Becrypt provides a centralized management platform that allows all of the application and policy settings to be easily managed, including automated patch management, addressing a major challenge for organizations in terms of keeping all applications and operating system components up to date. Additionally, if a problem or failure is detected, Paradox can roll back to a known good state, which may be particularly important for devices that might be in geographically diverse locations. So in summary, Paradox is a simple browser-based operating system for accessing online services. It's secure by design, having been developed in collaboration with UK government, has a defense-in-depth security architecture, but importantly ensures the cost of endpoint device ownership is low, supporting a diverse array of hardware from standard desktops and laptops to thin clients. So if you want to find out more, please get in touch with Becrypt today.